Good morning. Me name is illustrious disciple of an angel, Neil Leslie Gilbert Williams Jackson Nephew. I'm messaging on this post to just mention about the reason for not being unforgiving to irresponsible disobedience type people. Today is Monday, 29th day of the month of April, and it's year AD 2024. The time now is 0807 hours. I've been in responsible positions in employment and in duty, and I understand the principles of responsibilities. Or being responsible is important as it causes the mental health stability and order. I find it I cannot forgive. I was advised to not forgive, and I cannot forgive because when people are responsible for error, which is deliberate and not a mistake, I could say, well, I suppose I can investigate, is the error or problem which is caused by an individual deliberate or a mistake. Effectively, I would suggest on the majority of occasions where things happen, there is deliberance with an individual's actions in an occurrence causing error. It isn't easy or I suppose mentally secure to trust someone or even a department or a group or organization where where I have experienced the wrongdoing or injustice or the error or error, which could be said as a mistake, or the action which causes suffering, instability, and so on. Of course, there is a word called punishment. If a person faces punishment, then effectively the reason why that was punishment, I would think, is to correct a person like myself who wouldn't retrust an individual for their error, or which have caused loss or suffering, instability, and so on. So I can say no. In fact, I'm not going to give an example of my personal experience. It may be an unprofessional or non-professional focus this message upon, or unsensible, but it isn't easy, or I would say that it cannot be a standard or unregulated process. Forgiveness, this is. It cannot be an unregulated or natural process. Usually, much like the organization or institution law, which involves various forms of it being about or happening. Of course, there's like a criminal record which people can experience. On a civil capacity, it could be that they're demoted or expelled or contract ended, as in employment terminated. And of course, that would be a responsible solution or procedure of a process to have dealt or to deal with a specific situation. I do not personally consider it acceptable to do which could be considered a crime, but to participate in an occurrence and then say it's a mistake, or that I was only doing something as if, you know, it's a minor action that I would have done. Again, if you trust, or if someone is trustworthy, or given a position or responsibility of trust, then for them to do something which could be considered deliberate, but it would be unfair to suggest, or perhaps I would suggest that they do it deliberately, but it would be unfair, I suppose, or unjust to say that it's either deliberate or an accident. One has to investigate, which is the reason why the word is invented. Investigate what happened, so that judgment and one can determine whether or not it was deliberate or a mistake. And of course, the findings based on evidence and fact would result in the required necessary action which would follow. Effectively, this isn't a process or a procedure that I experience. It seems to be absent, where I'm expected to trust a department or someone that does something wrong, or who has done something wrong, without having been equivalent to receiving commendations or compensation of some kind, with privileges or recognition or acknowledgement or anything like this. It seems to be absent or acceptable if someone says, "Oh, I was only joking," or something, to sort of minimize the seriousness of their behavior, which again, you know, is important for a responsible, positioned individual or individuals or office to conduct their behavior and their job responsibility orderly all the time, which should reflect on their personality and their social life too. For example, if I, as I am, a company secretary and also director of a company secretary of more than one organization, it wouldn't be, I suppose, civilized or I suppose audible to know that I'm of a responsible position of more than one organization and engage in outside of the office in fraud or some other civil crime. Now, effectively, I witness that this happens often elsewhere, where people, office holders, seem to be inaudible, which effectively makes one mentally ill, which I've been diagnosed with 2 conditions. Anyhow, I'm not going to continue with it. I hope that my listeners and those who receive this post have the general idea of what I mean, and the reason for the author of produce of Fight the Power, which was recorded professionally or re-recorded professionally by the group Public Enemy, which isn't a criminalized street sort of related image rep thing. It's a message to all groups that like to have rhythm and blues and such like music uh, uh, in their therapy for relax. And of course, if you listen to the words, some were omitted, but I filled in some of the blanks, and you'll find that it's a motivational track, which would encourage people, citizens internationally, to challenge or seek help to an inaudible administrator or office holder or whatever. And of course, I suppose that the best thing I can say is not everyone with responsibility, I would like to think anyway, not everybody with responsibility is corrupt. Wishing you all well. Goodbye.